Okay, sometimes you might have a room that does not look like a living room. Maybe it's a bedroom. All right, so last time we talked, you might have like, think about how things are smaller as they go on. So we're going to put in a bed. So beds are trapezoids, believe it or not. So what we're going to do is we are going to create a trapezoid on our floor. Okay, and we're going to build a bed from that. So first things first, what you're going to do is you're going to do 2 parallel lines. Okay, where you want your bed. And let's move my bed a little bit more towards the wall. Okay, so I'm going to put a bed right in here. And I'm building my trapezoid. So I have my vanishing point, and I'm going to connect it. So there's my vanishing point. And I'm going to got the edge of my bed. So right now I have this bed right here. And it looks kind of like a rug, which is perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this up. I'm actually going to make this look like it's coming off of the ground. And the way we do that is you take your vertical lines and you're going to build the edge of the bed. So like the edge of the bed is going to be like right there. And then you just make a little rectangle. It's like you're looking at a surface, not like this, but you're looking at it like this, and you see this edge right here. That's what we're seeing right now. So right now we have the top of the bed, and then this is the side of the bed. So think of it as that. We are going to take and draw that section right there like that. Now, after you get that done, then you can use your vanishing point to draw where the sheets and the blankets meet. A lot of times you'll have your sheets and your blankets on there. Sometimes beds will have legs underneath them, so you might have like a little leg underneath there to build up that surface. Sometimes you'll have like a headboard, and the way you draw a headboard on this diagonal is that you're going to do a vertical line and a vertical line off the corner of the bed. So here's the corner of the bed right there, and I'm going to make it go vertically off of that. I'm going to use my vanishing point to connect it. Now, if it's straight across, it's just going to be a straight across line. Sometimes beds are not built like that. Sometimes there's a little curve on there, so you would do your curve if you wanted to. You can embellish your bed frame a little bit more by adding some decorations to it and doing some designs on it. However you want to do it. This is your dream room. You can have it look like pandas or whatever, and go from there. So you can add things to that to make that even better. And then of course you would have your pillows, and you think about your pillows, they're kind of roundish. You can just kind of plop them in. And of course, remember, they're not transparent. So pillows are, I haven't met a pillow that's transparent yet. So you're going to clean out underneath that, so that way you don't have those in the way, and you can have 2 pillows or 5 pillows or whatever you want to have. And you can even make your blanket look like it has a little bit of a ruffle to it. So if you go like this, and you can make it longer. If you don't want to see this line, you can erase out that line. It's just going to help you figure out what your bed is going to look like. All right, you might have a bed end on there. You might add some furniture. Anything that's on this back wall, like if you did like a dresser or something like that, it would look like a rectangle, and then you would have your drawers in there, and then maybe you do mirrors or something like that. You can even like put another one underneath, so it looks like it's even a bigger one. And more, you're gonna have to do a little erasing, but you can just do anything that's on this. So maybe you have a mirror on the back of that. So you can start adding posters. You can add all sorts of things. You can add rugs, light switches, chandeliers, a ceiling fan. If you're going to do a ceiling fan, usually they start out with an oval. That's where that's how they fasten it to the ceiling. And then there's a pipe that comes down. And then of course, you have your motor, which is kind of like a rectangle. It's really an oval a lot of times, but you're looking at it sideways, so it's going to look like a rectangle. And then of course you're going to have your fan blades, which are going to come out and come out. And then a lot of times they will have a little light on the top right there. where you have your lights being shined. And if you have a pole switch, you can do a pole. If you want that, a lot of times they'll have like little pole switches on there. You might have a light switch on the side. And of course, using your vanishing point, making sure that you get your, let's say there's a light switch right here. So I'm going to put in a little trapezoid right over here. And that might be my control panel. Maybe it has retinal eye scanning capabilities, or you have to put your hands on it, or maybe it's just like all your little buttons and control panel, like you have to do your hand or something, hand print it. So maybe you live in a spy world. Maybe there's like some speakers and things like that. So you can add some really fun details to your pieces. Once you learn how to do a trapezoid, you can make pretty much anything, and it's really awesome. So just remember that anything on that back wall is going to look normal. Anything that's on these diagonals, okay, on the ceiling, on the walls, or on the floor, are going to look like a trapezoid, and that is the main trick. Okay, and just remember, anything that's close to this back wall is going to be much smaller than anything that's going to be really large over here.